Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Unit Lost. I am Stylosa and this is more Overwatch. So today I want to talk about, well, talking, because not enough people talk when they play Overwatch, and I think this is going to translate into the game when it goes live. Overwatch is a team-based game. There's 5 guys on the team. Well, there's 6 guys on the team, but there's 5 guys not including you. That's what I'm trying to say. You need to talk to these people because it will increase your chances of winning by an order of magnitude, okay? Even simple things like Tracer's behind us, guys, or Reaper is on top of the point, or blah, blah. A very simple, simplistic instruction will help a lot, because Overwatch is a game which is very fast. When a fight is going down, you don't really have time to sort of take the big picture in. You're focusing on who you are trying to kill. You're focusing on trying to stay alive. So what you need is other people in your team to give you quick updates as to what's going on. Now, I know we're all nerds on the internet, and we don't want to get into full-blown conversations with people. We don't know who the hell they are. I'm not saying get involved in conversations. What I'm saying is just give simple instructions. Don't get on the microphone and scream and shout and get all aggressive. I've seen people do that, and it's not good. In fact, it's toxic. That will make your team lose, and people will just start to mute you anyway as soon as they see that, because that's just completely cabbaged behaviour. What you need to do instead is, as I said at the start of this video, just be very simplistic. If I'm playing on Nepal and it's the first point, and I see Reaper has just teleported to the top of the point, or a Junkrat has just jumped up to the top of the point, I'm going to say to my team, Reaper is on top of the point, Junkrat is on top of the point. If I see Tracer quickly blinking round the side, I know she's going to attack us from the rear. So I'm going to say, Tracer's behind us, guys. That's all you need to say, or Tracer behind. You don't actually have to say, hey guys, I think Tracer's going to attack us from behind and she's coming from this direction. You don't need to do that. You just need to give quick little instruction where, you know, we're not playing in competitive teams, but this will make the team and the game much more enjoyable from everybody's point of view, because just simply saying Tracer is behind you, well, the team knows Tracer's behind us, so the team can be ready for that. Hell, somebody might even turn around and go and kill her. I mean, I've had instances where and actually, in fact, talking about voice, it's not just all about giving commands or saying, well, not giving commands. I don't want to go down that route of giving commands, because that's when we're going to have problems. Because in pickup games, in solo queue, even in duo queue, or whatever they eventually add into the game, you may get a person who thinks that they can take control and it's their tactics that are the right way forward. Now, that's not necessarily true. Sometimes their tactics may be the right way forward, but the last thing you want is somebody on the microphone screaming and shouting, X player, you need to change to this class. You need to change your class. You need to wait for me. You need to do this. You wait for my go. That's not what I want. What I want is people to just be a bit more active on their microphone. But also, you can be active in other ways other than just giving simple instruction of, like, Tracer's behind and whatever. Praise your team. I mean, I had a Mercy who absolutely saved me. I was in a 1v1 with, I forget who it was, but I was in a 1v1. It was a dire situation. Mercy saved me. Now, I've always got my microphone on my headset, because I'm used to sitting here with my headset with my mic on. Straight away, as soon as it happened, I knew what Mercy did was great, and it kept me alive, and we both managed to kill the person who was attacking us. Might even have been 2 people attacking us. I'm on the microphone. Mercy, great job, nice one. Mercy puts something in the chat like, oh, thanks, or something like that. Maybe she didn't have a headset on, or maybe she didn't want to talk. Who knows? That is, well, I think it's called positive reinforcement. Let's go all mental. But it means that like, you cannot do anything better than praise somebody for the job they are doing, right? So all I want you guys to do when you play Overwatch is I want you to shout out simple commands. If you don't have a microphone, then type them quickly into the chat. So if you do see Tracer around the side, like Tracer behind or something like that, people will understand. Give simple directional commands, or, you know, if you see somebody somewhere, or Widowmakers at the back or something. I know that's a very general statement to make, but if you say there is a Widowmaker at the back, or there's a Widowmaker or something, people might be like, oh, okay, a Widowmaker's camping the point, I don't know, anything like that, or there's a Bastion on the objective. Very simple commands like that, it will give people, well, I mean, intelligence is everything, right? If you've got intel, if you know what the enemy's doing, if you know where they are, then you can beat them, and that's it. I know we're not going to get insane levels of cooperation, because these are, most people will play in public groups, most people will play in, you know, maybe with one of their other friends or two of their other friends. They're not going to be playing in 6-man stacked teams, are they? No. Those are completely different, and I would expect them to have an extremely, extremely detailed and comprehensive level of conversation and communication. But just as far as normal people go, I think the game would benefit, and you will probably win more games. This is what I want to say. You will probably win more games. In fact, I'm fairly certain you will win more games if you are active on the microphone and you just say, give simple commands. Let me know what you think about this, ladies and gentlemen, because I think it's an interesting topic, because the ability to actually speak to people online with your voice, people you don't know, I kind of get the impression that a lot of people generally don't want to do that for whatever reason. But, you know, me being me, I guess it doesn't really affect me. I'll sit there and I'll shout out on the mic if I'm feeling like it. I mean, sometimes, yeah, I'm not going to feel like it and I just want to play with my headset off or something like that. You know, that's fine. It's not a competitive scenario, but most of the time I will have my headset on and I will give the odd bit of praise and give the odd command. But remember, don't go overboard. Don't think you're in charge of the team, because, well, you're not. Unless you've got a 6-man stack team and you are the captain of the team or whatever, then yeah, you are in charge of the team. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about this below. But as I say, this kind of goes into a deeper debate. What do you think about using VoIP in games in general? And speaking to your team and potentially the other team, although in Overwatch you can only speak to your own team for obvious reasons. That actually would be quite funny if you could talk to the other team over VoIP. I mean, you can over text, but yeah, whatever. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Stylosa. This is Unit Lost. If you like the channel, then like the channel. If you love Overwatch, subscribe to the channel. Like the video, not like the channel. I always get confused at the end of these videos. Follow me on Twitter as well, guys, at Unit Lost Gaming. And I'll catch you next time, people. Toodaloo.